and welcome back to my channel. So today I am trying out a new product by Rimmel. This is the Magnif'Eyes Color Edition palette. So it looks like this. And then you also get a brush inside, one with a little sponge tip, and then the other side has a little brush tip. Rimmel eyeshadows, I love the single Rimmel eyeshadows, the ones that come in the little red thing. Those ones are really good. They're highly pigmented and they do a really good job. So I'm interested to see what this is going to be like. You get some mattes in here, you get some shimmers. So those are the first 5 colors swatched. They seem pretty pigmented. The one shade in the middle right here, it wasn't like overly pigmented. That's the only one so far out of the first 5 that wasn't insanely pigmented. But so far the color payoff looks pretty good. And then these are the rest of the shades swatched. Here, again, really pigmented. I'm really liking this first color here. I did notice that this color and this color did stain my fingers when I try to wipe it off. So let's see if it stains my hand. But forest green color and the blue, they kind of stain your hands, which means they'll probably stain your eyelids a bit. So I think just for the purpose of not staining my eyelids today, I think I'm going to skip those 2 shades. I don't really know what I'm doing exactly, but I think I'm going to just use some other shades. Okay, so first I'm going to take a little bit of this white shade here, and I'm going to place that underneath my brow bone. This is a really like stark white, so I'm only going to use a tiny bit of that to highlight. I've done the rest of my face makeup. I'll leave everything below what I used, but just for the purpose of speeding up this video, I just kind of wanted to finish it all and just test out the quality of the shadow. So I'm just using this white shade underneath the eyebrow. This is so pigmented. That's amazingly pigmented. Like, that is insane. What the hell? That is a really pigmented white frosted shade. Can't get over how pigmented that is. That is really nice. In my crease, I'm going to test out this purple shade right here. There is, like, when you hit the pan, obviously you get some kickback on them. Like some, you know, it's not major though. You get a little bit of fallout, but not like crazy. This is really pigmented. Like, I'm actually surprised about how pigmented this is. This is looking nice. So I'm just finding that the white shade underneath my brow bone is just way too stark. It's crazy. So I'm just gonna take more of a neutral eyeshadow and I'm just gonna tone it down a bit because I can't. So next I'm gonna lay down this kind of coppery shade. I'm gonna put that all over the bottom of my eyelid. This is super pigmented. Next I'm going to take this super dark, it's almost like a blacky kind of purple shade, and I'm just going to put that in my crease. And I'm just going to take that first shade we laid down in the crease, the lighter purple, and start to blend these 2 shades really nicely, seamlessly together. Gonna go back in with the copper shade and kind of just add a little bit more. I can't believe these shadows are super pigmented. Like, I'm actually impressed with how pigmented this is. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of this purple shade right here. I'm just going to leave it on the outer corners of the eye. And I just like to take a blending brush and kind of just start to blend everything together so there's no harsh lines. The inner corner of the eye, I'm going to take this shade right here. I'm going to use the sponge side of this brush and see how that applies. So I tested this Rimmel eyeliner out the other day. This is the new Wonder Wing eyeliner. I do like this eyeliner, so I'm just going to do a wing, a simple flicked out wing following the edge of my eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add a little bit of this glitter. This is by Art Deco. So I'm just gonna add that into the crease. So next I'm going to use this black eyeliner by Essence. It's the waterproof Black Love eyeliner. So I'm just gonna line the inner rim and up in the waterline. I'm also going to smudge the really deep purple just a little bit more on the outer edge of the eye. Then I'm going to take that really nice copper shade we used. I'm going to focus that more in the middle of the eye. And then the very corners of the eye, I'm just going to use that same color we used in the inner corner here. And I'm going to mix a little bit of that white shade that I used underneath the brow bone just to give it a little bit more brightness. I'm going to use the Rimmel Wonderfully Real Mascara. I'm going to pop on my Sali lashes in the style Sassy Chic. I'm just going to add my Annabelle Skinny Lash Mascara to the bottom lash line. I'm just going to line my lips with the NYX Suede Lip Liner in Soft Spoken. For lipstick, I'm going to go in with a Rimmel No. 700 Trendsetter lipstick. So I just patted a little bit of this Quo Bombshell lip velour over top. I felt like the other shade was just bringing me down. So I add a little bit more pink to this look. I think that's a little bit better. I think the other shade was it was too neutral for me. This is not what I envisioned today, and this is definitely not go to the grocery store and pick up your apples, because this will attract a lot of attention. Maybe I would save this one for going out for a special day. Okay, so overall, this eyeshadow palette is unexpectedly good. Drugstore palettes, a lot of time drugstore, you know, the quality of eyeshadows obviously are not as good as like a higher end palette, but the colors in here are so pigmented, as you can tell. I was actually surprised by the pigmentation, especially, first of all, the white shade is like stark white. It is highly pigmented. It was so white that I had to like take another shadow and basically, you know, blend it out. The purple shades were amazing, so pigmented. This red shade that I used all on like the bottom lash line was insanely pigmented. I think it's nice how they give you a little brush in here. The sponge tip did work really nice with this color that I used on the inner corners. I'm assuming this is probably around the $15 mark. I really don't know. But for a drugstore palette, I definitely would check this out. I definitely would probably pick this up. I think they give you a lot of unique colors in here. You can do more of a neutral eye with this side, or you can go more bold on this side here. But the quality, I'm going to tell you, for drugstore is definitely worth the money. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.